Hey, happy days. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. Today, let's talk about clearing the decks to supersize your business. Now, I have heard this expression before. I probably use this expression, but I thought it meant get out of my way, clear the decks, get out of my way, or clear the decks because the boss is coming through. In corporate America, the bosses or the bigwigs would come through and make tours of the different locations, and so we would always prep and get ready, or customers would come and visit, and so there was always this big flurry of activity to clean everything up and tidy everything up and have it look awesome for bigwigs to come through, for inspections, for mostly for inspections and for audits. But this expression comes from, of course, the seafaring days. In the 1700s, clear the decks meant, hey, we're going to battle, get all the little things out of the way that we could trip over or that would cause injury or that would slow us down in battle. And by the 1800s, clear the decks meant to get all the minor things and minor projects and minor little details out of the way so that you could make room for a big project. You could have a big initiative. Again, in corporate America, big initiatives back when I was in corporate America, aging myself, were things like computer system changeovers or accounting system changeovers for the businesses that I worked for. And they were a big deal. So in order to make sure that they would go smoothly, all of us department heads would have to clear the decks, meaning we would have to get rid of the little projects and little things that we were working on that would take our time and attention away from making sure that this new initiative, whether it was a computer system or a new quality system, those were mine usually, went into play, were implemented smoothly across the board. In our own lives, clearing the decks might mean we have to clean out our pantry to eat better and take better care of ourselves. It might mean starting and finding time to make healthier habits or different routines that give us more energy so that we have the energy that we need to do different projects in our businesses and in our lives. To me, clearing the decks means setting, getting rid of the little details, having systems in place to handle them, and having one main priority or objective at a time. And maybe it's by department, depends how big your organization is, or maybe it's just one big initiative for your company at a time, and all of the attention and all the focus is spent on that, toward that, moving toward that. So if I'm supersizing and growing my business, because supersizing is growing my business, that's my big goal, my big objective. Now, all the little projects that lead up to that are going to support that, and I'm going to only do mostly one project at a time. I'm not going to be doing 5 little projects and then one big project. I'm going to clear the decks of all those little projects, get those done, get those in place, and then have everybody, all of our resources focused on the one project at a time. This is new for me. I've always been a person that does lots of different things at once, and it's kind of like chaos and clutter. It's too much stuff, and if our energy is dissipated, then we don't get the positive impact that we want, or more obstacles come up than are necessary when we're performing or doing that big project. So right now, my project is to supersize and grow my online business. That is my one big project. Every project I decide to do, every little decision I make is based on whether that action will support my big vision of growing and supersizing my online business or will not. If it doesn't, I say no. If it does support it, then I prioritize it based on the other projects that are going on, and I work on one at a time to move me toward that goal. I would highly recommend, maybe you can do more than one at a time if you've got a great team in place, but otherwise make sure that everybody is focused on the same thing and moving in the same direction. That is how you supersize and grow your business. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will, of course, see you tomorrow. Bye.